Hi, I'm Duff Mckagan from Guns N' Roses, and I heard Fender's opening a new flagship store in Tokyo, and that there might be some questions for me, and I'm going to look at these questions, I believe, and I'm going to try to answer them to the best of my ability. Hold tight. I'd like to listen to funky music, like whether it's Prince or Sly and the Family Stone, something with a groove, even Cameo, or I listen to all kinds of stuff, but with a groove, because getting into a groove for me before we play, I don't need to listen to hard music. You know, I just want to go out feeling like I got a groove already sort of internally going, and being a rhythm section guy, that for me helps. Bass players, for sure. Jamerson, John Paul Jones, Paul Simonon. I could go on down. I could go forever on bass players. Stuff I've grabbed things from, or just the style of how they play. And to that extent, the style of Iggy Pop. You know, he's not a bass player, he's a singer. And the Stooges as a whole, just the way they approached those songs and recorded it and did their thing. And then Iggy as a solo artist and whatever, he's really influenced me. Prince has really influenced me. Again, he's not necessarily a bass player, although he's a killer bass player. The interweaving of his songwriting, instruments and melodies and stuff got me from a young, like from 18 on. And there's so many, Motorhead, you know. Again, it's the approach, and Lemmy's bass playing is killer. But the approach of that whole thing, and a lot of punk, and the approach of The Refused, the band from Sweden, really helped me in the late 90s, like aggressive, good rock music, punk rock music. And there's so many. I'll go out to gigs now and see something I really love, and it really influences me. I saw a drummer the other night in a record store here in Seattle that really gave me a lot of spirit, like, this is what rock and roll is all about. So that's that. Really love trying to find new music. And I have like this Apple radio station that plays a lot of new music. I forget what it's called. But, you know, like I have two daughters, and they've turned me on to a lot of stuff. Steve Lacy is a great new artist, not really that new anymore, he's about 5 years into his career. Childish Gambino, I think is awesome. I really love my daughter's Grace's band. They're really innovative and cool. But again, like, also just going, like, I go to some live shows here and there, and I see something that reinvigorates my love of what I do, and that's it. You know, I never listened to other artists, really. I mean, to play along with them. I never learned other people's songs. I just started writing songs, which is a plus, because you're gonna, you know, it's gonna be original. It's not gonna be borrowed from anybody else, your songs and stuff. But, you know, I missed out on learning, like, chops and stuff. The most important thing I would go back in time and tell myself is, don't drink so much and don't do so many drugs. That's what I would have told myself, because that got in the way for a few years there. So yeah, if you're a serious player, I was trying to still be a serious player, and I think I was, but it was super tough. But that's it. I would tell them this: playing every day is great. I do it. I learn stuff from YouTube bass lessons, and I follow certain people on Instagram, bass players, because I do take my craft seriously, you know, and I want to become better, and I'm lucky, I guess, that I still have that still. That I have this thing that I want to get better and really appreciate what some other players do, and there's some people that do like the riff of the day, bass riff of the day, and they're always usually pretty rad, and I'll learn that, and that just makes me a little bit better. And as far as playing like me, I mean, I was influenced, but it's all about influences and all that stuff. How I first started really approaching bass when I got serious about it, which was Guns N' Roses. I'd played bass before that, but like to become like a bass player, especially in the early 80s and mid 80s, bass playing was, you had motor. There was a lot of bass front things. So you had to get good. I mean, that's the way I looked at it. And so I play every day. And I play before every show. And it's important. And even if I don't have a bass in my hand, I'll have a guitar in my hand. I'm always thinking about the neck. So that's it. Lastly, I would just like to wish a very hearty congratulations to the opening of the Tokyo Fender Flagship store. Hopefully I've given little pearls of something here in these questions and answers, and looking forward to coming to the store when I come to Tokyo next. Thanks, guys.